fellow compatriots, please the national anthem of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. God bless our Federal Republic. Please, you may be seated. Your Excellency, President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Your Excellency, Barrister Mohammed Abdullahi Abubakar, the Governor of Bauchi State, Your Excellency, Dr. Ibrahim Hassan Dankwambo, the Governor of Gombe State, federal and state lawmakers here present, the Group Managing Director of the NNPC, Dr. Mikanti Kachala-Baru, FNSC. I'm hoping the Minister of State, Petroleum Resources, Dr. Ibe Kachiku, is around. Heads of government agencies and parastatals here present, members of the board and top management of the NNPC here present, our royal fathers here present, distinguished stakeholders in oil and gas here present, members of our host communities here present, distinguished gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Today, we have a milestone event on our hands, which is the presidential flag-off of the spudding of the Kolmani River Well 2. Nigeria is blessed with huge hydrocarbon deposits, and all efforts at exploration for oil and gas should not be spared. Today's event underscores the fact that we mean business. And to kickstart today's business, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it is my singular honor and pleasure at this point to invite to the podium the Group Managing Director of the NNPC, Dr. Mikanti Kachala-Baru, FNSC, to deliver his welcome address. My GMD, sir.
Your Excellency, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, the Executive Governors of Bauchi and Gombe States, my brothers, Barrister Muhammad Abdullahi Abubakar and Alhaji Ibrahim Hassan Dankwambo, Your Royal Highnesses here present, NNPC board members, top management of NNPC, captains of industry, including some of our local oil marketing companies, Alhaji Awalu Rano, Alhaji Yakubu Shafa, and the director of the president of the NARTO, our team of explorations, heads of security agencies, members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to once again welcome Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari to this rare occasion of the historic flag-off of the presidential spud-in of the Kolmani River 2 well. This occasion represents the commencement of drilling operations and the opening of new vistas for the oil industry and the nation at large. I therefore thank His Excellency, Mr. President, for not only giving us the mandate, but also for his sustained interest and support for making the development of the inland basins a reality. NNPC is working the presidential mandate on the inland basins explorations under its 12 key business focus areas. Today's epic ceremony represents the fruit of our commitment to achieving this government's objectives of increasing the nation's hydrocarbon reserve base. In 1993, the federal government awarded blocks in the Gongola Basin to 3 international oil companies, Shell, Chevron, and Total. The companies acquired seismic data and drilled one well each. One of the wells drilled was the Kolmani River 1 that was terminated at 8,000 feet only and recorded about 33 billion standard cubic feet of gas resources that was termed non-commercial. The IOCs therefore suspended operations and relinquished the blocks in line with their contractual obligations in 2000. Mr. President, sir, your keen interest and directive in 2016 that mandated NNPC to embark on a more rigorous exploration in the inland basins of Nigeria using the latest technology similar to the ones used by our neighboring countries that have successfully discovered crude oil in commercial quantities. Accordingly, NNPC has acquired 3D seismic data over the Kolmani River area, leading to the identification of 6 prospects, including the Kolmani River 2 well that is about to be spudded in by Your Excellency. In line with your informed directive, sir, NNPC also moved into the Bida Basin, and today we are the first company to carry out exploration activities in the area. We are also planning massive 2-dimensional seismic data acquisition in other parts of the Benue Trough, traversing Adamawa, Nasarawa, Plateau, Benue, and Taraba states. I want to assure His Excellency, Mr. President, that NNPC will leave no stone unturned in executing your directive. We will sustain the intensity of the ongoing oil and gas exploration in the inland basins of our great nation, Nigeria, and God willing, we shall celebrate even greater successes in no distant future. With respect to the Chad Basin activities, sir, which has been suspended due to insurgency in July 2017, NNPC is ready to resume operations as soon as clearance is given by the military authorities. On this note, Your Excellency, please permit me to once again extend my heartfelt condolences to the families of our crews who paid the ultimate price in the wake of their abduction by insurgents while on the Chad Basin exploration campaign. While we commiserate with their loved ones, we are comforted by the fact that they all left us as national heroes. This has increased our resolve to intensify our exploration campaign by drilling the identified prospects as soon as the military authorities give us the green light to resume work. The work the team were doing when they were attacked was to fine-tune our studies for re-entry to drill 9 prospects in the Chad Basin. While we remain focused on the 40 billion barrels oil reserves target by 2025, we are also mindful of the fact that it usually takes time for oil to be discovered. In the Niger Delta Basin, it took over 50 years for explorations to discover crude oil. While in the Niger Republic, they've drilled over 600 wells before and over many years before they discovered crude oil. Therefore, Mr. President, sir, patience is of essence here. I would like to commend the collaborative efforts of all stakeholders, which include the host communities, security agencies, and the local universities in all our areas of operations. We continue to honor and meet our commitment to all parties as responsible corporate citizens. Let me thank management and staff of NNPC to Your Excellency for accepting our invitation to kickstart this drilling campaign. We sincerely appreciate the invited guests and all other stakeholders for attending this epoch-making, groundbreaking event. Your Excellency, sir, Mr. President, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I most profoundly welcome you all to the flag-up of the presidential spot-in of Kolmani River 2 well by His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces. Long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you, sir.
Please, another round of applause to the GMD of the NNPC.
Your Excellencies, may I request us to put our hands together one more time for the GMD of the NNPC? Let me once again, with most pleasure and respect, invite one more time our GMD to kindly step forward to help us do the next item on our program. GMD, sir.
Your Excellency, Mr. President, sir, it would have been for my Minister of State, Dr. Ibe Kachiku, but we are aware he's been held up. So we'll go to the next item, sir, after his own speech, to invite His Excellency, President Muhammadu Buhari, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and Commander of the Armed Forces, to deliver his speech and subsequently help us spot the well by pressing this button. And for those who are watching, you could, apart from the voice, the sound you hear, you can also watch the rig and see that the well is spotted as he pressed the button. Your Excellency, sir, you are most welcome.
Please, you can do better than that. Please keep clapping. It's our loved president is coming on board to speak with us.
Please sit down. Thank you. Your Excellencies, the governors of Bauchi and Gombe states, Group Managing Director of NNPC, and your management team, Royal Fathers here present, senior government officials, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I am delighted to be here this morning at this important event of the spud-in of the Kolmani River 2 well in the Gongola Basin of the Benue Trough. Let me commend the NNPC for expanding its exploration outreach into the inland basins with a view to improving the nation's oil and gas reserves, drive oil and gas production, and spin off socio-economic activities across the country. My association with hydrocarbon research in the Chad Basin started as the Federal Commissioner of Petroleum and Natural Resources in 1976. And as a head of state, when the Tuma 1 well was spud in 1984, which aggressively launched the inland basins exploration campaign. This campaign resulted in the drilling of 23 wells, 2 of which had gas shows. Since then, the NNPC has acquired about 2,000 square meters of 3D seismic modeled the Chad Basin and intended to test the wells before the unfortunate July 2017 incident, which led to the suspension of all activities in the basin. At this juncture, let me pay tribute to the university researchers and others who lost their lives in that regrettable incident. I also commend our security personnel who continue to make tremendous sacrifice to fortify the environment for the smooth conduct of exploration activities throughout the country. Oil and gas remains critical to the Nigerian economy of today and the future. It remains key to the successful implementation of our budget at all levels of government. The golden area of high oil prices may not be here now, but oil and gas resources still remain the most immediate and practical keys to our aggressive efforts at diversifying the economy. As important as it is to ensure that other critical sectors of the economy are supported to grow and continue more to the nation's economy, we still need a virile oil and gas industry to take care of the challenges of the moment and to invest for the future. When we came on board in May 2015, we promised to focus on 3 cardinal areas of security, economy, and the fight against corruption. We have worked hard to fulfill our promises and have succeeded in laying the foundation for a strong, virile, and prosperous Nigeria through the economic recovery and growth plan. A key execution priority of the economic recovery and growth plan is ensuring national energy sufficiency, and this cannot be achieved through hydrocarbon resources from the conventional basins alone. Therefore, exploration in our frontier basins is a national imperative and a core policy thrust that must be sustained. Therefore, it is on this note that I directed the NNPC to aggressively intensify its exploration campaign in the inland basins with a view to discovering new hydrocarbon reserves that will boost oil and gas production and extend economic benefits to the people within those basins and the nation at large. Today is quite significant to our country. It is not only a reflection of our vision and aspiration for this sector, but is a landmark of a promise kept by this administration to the Nigerian people. Our next level is to ensure that exploration efforts in all our frontier basins namely Chad Basin, Gongola Basin, Anambra Basin, Sokoto Basin, Dahomey Basin, Bida Basin, and Benue Trough are intensified to usher in prospects for more prosperous Nigeria. A new Nigeria with balanced resources distribution, diverse economic activities, and sustained energy and security as we build the virile and industrial economy to catch up with the 21st century expectations. I congratulate the NNPC and all relevant stakeholders for what has been achieved thus far, and I pledge my full commitment to this important national imperative on our journey to building a prosperous, strong, and stable Nigeria. Thank you all for your attention, and wish the NNPC Frontier Exploration Services that Kolmani River 2 well meets all its exploration targets, including establishing presence of hydrocarbons in substantially commercial quantities. God bless you all and the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Thank you. Please, shall we all rise and give our president a resounding standing ovation, please, as he presses the button to do the official spudding of the Kolmani River well too. Just watch wherever you are, please. Don't come crowd this place. Watch wherever you are, you will see. Thank you so much. Oh, sorry. So that you would. Yes. The big one. This one.
Test 1, 2.
No, it's okay.
Immediately after you turn your cameras and see the ring, something is going to happen at the ring after it's
To the glory of God, I hereby spud in the Kolmani River 2 well. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
That is the crescendo point of today's event. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we have got cracking in this place.
Party where you did or the person where you support, it don't matter. So why it no fit be the same on election day? Why we no fit just go chechely go vote without throwing blow, throwing stone, carry stick, carry machete, curse everybody? So just remember, say after all the political wahala and the brouhaha finish, we go still go back with the rock correct music together.
Dab, 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 dab. Yes. Oh. Now my dirty they smell like this. Now to throw away am quick. This kind of smell fit make man sick. That woman throw away dirty for ground. Me sef go do the same this time around.
Hold up.
See, to do this kind badness by the book, you make sure say person or they look. And then you drop them nicely, bros. Nothing will happen. Trust me.
See, if you throw away dirty for ground, another person self throw away dirty. Everybody can begin to throw away dirty for ground. Everywhere go come the smell. Gutter go block, road go block, and you will like to the dab. Now you say no more dabbing for you be that too.
Dab, 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 dab. Yes.